Today is May 24th, 2025. We did a live yesterday. It was broken into two parts. I want to thank you all for joining me. The years seem to be going by quick. We're going to talk about seeing the divine and seeing through the illusion, the war. Well, we exist. So something is keeping us alive. And something is alive all around us. Because other people are alive. The plants are alive. The animals are alive. And so there's life all around us. We can know this. Hello, Shinjai. So every day we are watching outside. What's going on? We watch the TV. We watch sports. And we watch all these things that are going on. Now, if you want to know why we're here and to see the divine, you just as you watch everything outside, you just need to watch your mind. No, you don't have to like Shinjai. Is that from Japan? So if you want to know the answer to all your problems and why we exist, all you do is watch your mind. Wow. You watch your mind like a screen. Because all your life, you've watched TV, you've played video games, you watch all this stuff coming out your eyes, but it's not really you. So if you want to know God, or if you want to know why we exist, you just have to watch your mind. You watch everything in your life. Now I'm just asking for you, if you want to know the truth about everything, you just watch the screen on your mind. Most people aren't doing this, and most people don't even have the knowledge of this. So your thoughts, they literally make you insane. They block you from feeling reality. Your thoughts always change, but you don't change. So, how are your thoughts changing? But you are not. That's actually facts. But how? Well, we have to slow down, and we have to concentrate. If we're moving and doing a million things, and our mind is racing, so somebody that has a racing mind, they're always doing things. You'll see that they'll never be still at all. And not being still is the worst thing. They told you to think all your life, but what if I told you you can actually not think? When you stop thinking, you feel amazing. You have no problems. You begin to feel the life around you, because the life around you is not thinking. You can't think and feel at the same time. You can't. It's not possible. Thinking is actually one of the worst things to do. It sucks. It creates a problem, It creates suffering. It makes us miserable. It stresses us out. And I've had this happen to me where there's no stress ever, where there's no sadness. I feel absolutely amazing. I'm happy all the time. I haven't been mad in 11 years. 11 years I haven't been mad. So, we are talking about watching the screen on your mind. And you just keep observing everything that happens in your life. Don't react. You just keep staring. How long can you stare? Can you do it the whole day? You observe everything around you. Okay. Did you ever feel like something's about to happen? Because you feel it. You don't think about it. All anxiety, it comes from the head. Your thoughts are the problem. Do you know that you can stop thinking? It's the best feeling in the world because you're not thinking. There is no problem. So you keep watching like you watch the TV all your life. You've been looking out your eyes from when you were a kid. You've been watching TV, football games. You've been watching your phone. Now I am asking you to watch one thing. You can do this all the time. You watch the screen, the one that's on your mind. My other hand is holding the phone. God bless everyone. I appreciate all you guys. Tommy Thunder, nice to see you here. I appreciate you for coming in. I was just thinking about you. And I appreciate all your comments on all the videos. We are alive right now. It's the best feeling to be alive. And if you don't know this, on this Saturday morning, then you should go and look for this. And I'm telling you how to look for this right now. Because the reason why everybody drinks, 95% of people, the reason why everybody smokes, 95% of people, why people are addicted to sex and play with the wee wee. they they are longing for something. You are searching for something. You want to know why we exist. I'm going to show you why we exist. I gave you the technique. I'm going to give you another one. Well, I'm going to say the same one. How long have I been growing the mustache? Well, thanks for asking. I've been growing it as long as all the other hair on my head. So it's been about like 2 years plus. 2 years plus. Take a bath and make friends with some soap. I'm about to feed you to some soap. The earth is flat though. It doesn't even matter. If you watch your mind, watch it like a screen. This is the technique. You've watched all your life. You've watched video games. You've watched The Wild. You've watched TV. I'm asking you to do one thing so you can know why you exist. It's to watch the screen on your mind. You have these screens outside of you. You have a screen identical that you look through. And you watch all the stuff that happens in your life. You observe it. You don't be judgmental. Not at all. And if you keep watching the screen that's on your mind, you will begin to see that your thoughts are changing. But you aren't changing. And then you'll see that you're not the mind. You are the pure awareness. Thoughts, they are an obstruction. They're not who you are. They cause suffering. They make you miserable. They are a blockade to feeling reality. It is not an emotion. We know that when you breathe in air, it keeps you alive. Okay? But the air is actually life. But we can actually begin to feel the life. And this happens, you don't even have to feel the air go in you, though that is a technique. You can focus on the air coming in. But I'm talking, you don't even need to do that. If you stop your thinking, what happens is you feel everything around you. And what's around you is actually running through you. And it feels absolutely amazing. The reason why you feel super good when you're a kid is because you aren't thinking. You're not afraid. There is no fear. Because blissfulness, the God that they talk about, that every religion refers to, everlasting happiness, literally, you can be happy forever. It's all right inside of you. And I'm giving you a simple technique, the fastest. You don't judge anything. You're becoming hateful. You are putting too much judgment on things. Oh, this person's gay. this person, he looks different than everybody else. This person has a mustache. Why is this person skipping around on the sidewalk? How's it going, Rob Moore? We're all looking for freedom. And it's freedom from our thoughts. Because once we stop thinking, literally, the life inside of us, the Jesus Christ on the cross, this is a symbol. This life begins to rise in us. And we can feel happiness forever. I want you to feel this. That's why I'm doing this. And I will do this all of my life. Now, why? Because it's the best feeling in the world. Everybody can feel it. And I want you to feel it. Rob Moore. I'm getting better every day. I'm loving life. And I'm just spreading God's love. I want people to know life and why we exist. Because why we exist is to feel the inside life. Because we are made with all these distractions on the outside. This is the illusion. These are the games. Because once you begin to feel yourself, and I'm not talking about masturbation, because that only gives you a tiny hint, and then it goes away. I'm talking about feeling this for life. If you feel this now, when you die, you'll be embodied in the same feeling. You'll know who you really are. Does that make sense? So you'll never die. I can teach you how to have no fear. It's not something, it's not a mind technique. I can teach you internal blissfulness for the rest of your life. And there are also many techniques. Well, I'm glad you had a walk to the beach and swim. I wish I had a beach that close. Is there something that you're like medicine or something you're taking to cause the anxiety? But most people's anxiety, 95% of them, it's coming from your thoughts. So we watch our thoughts, we take our time. We actually want to look for the space in between our thoughts. And we want our thoughts to gradually slow down. And this happens by watching your screen. Does that make sense? Yes, I don't know if you're like doing drugs, Rob Moore. I don't know if you're on like some type of medication. There are many reasons why you can have negative thoughts, but know them thoughts are not you. A lot of it can come from a lifestyle and, past build up experiences. But you'll see your thoughts always change, but you just keep watching because it's not you. You are the watcher. It's very silent. You are the observer. It's behind all the thoughts. It's your soul. And when you feel the soul, actually feel it. It doesn't matter what you think about the soul. We're not talking about thinking. We're talking about the feeling of the soul. And it feels amazing. It's pure happiness. You're so calm that you can talk to anybody. And there's nothing better than this. I have negative thoughts. Well, is there a time of day that you feel you don't have negative thoughts? When do you feel your best at the time of the day? Like I said, I don't know if you're smoking at all. And also, if you're masturbating, for anybody in here, if you're masturbating all the time, or we can even say ejaculating, it's going to be harder. What I'm talking about is a stillness inside of you, because that's what your soul is. Ultimately, that's what God is. Jesus Christ, life. It's an innate stillness. Your mind is movement. That's why it moves. It's air. But the plants and the trees, they're alive. But to get to know them and to really see their life, which is the same life inside of us underneath, is a stillness. And God is so clever that it's invisible. So this is why you can't see God, because it's meant to be felt. This is the game. The game is to think that we are the mind. This is the trap. The game is to us be focused on the circus. There's a reason that Rome has the Colosseum. Yeah. There are many ways to get to the stillness in your body, but it's always there. It's the easiest thing. It's the most rewarding. But for most people, it's why we came here on this earth, to know life, to know who you really are. And if you came and you already knew who you really are and felt your soul, there would be none of this going on. It's also the hardest thing, because your mind is always going haywire. And most of society is not, it's here to stimulate your mind. If you ever watch YouTube videos, people are, they're flapping the screen. The screen is twitching all the time. And it's making you lose concentration. They're also cutting out their breaths, which is not spiritual at all. Because That's not normal. I work 12 hours a day online. I don't know if you work all 12 hours at one time, Rob, but that's going to be a lot to do staring at a screen and also sitting down if you sit down while you work. But that I would try to see if you can reduce that work time because you're automatically going to feel better. Also, going out in nature, not doing any recreational drugs. There's a lot to go over for an individual. And the first 30 minutes that you get up, do not look at a screen. Okay. Yeah, I would try to definitely, if you can, work less because the screen is going to be too stimulating for 12 hours a day. And then sitting is not going to be for that amount of time. It's going to make it harder to be still because your body needs some exercise. And then, being outside, so not being in the Wi-Fi, you know, the signals of whatever, the radiation, all that. Yeah. Tommy feels trees. That's magnificent. Yeah. The best thing is to feel life, and it's the number one thing to go after. Yeah. Yeah, you forget about the loneliness because you're simply not thinking. Sometimes work distracts people and their mind actually turns off, which is good. But this is the whole thing about devotion because once you're devoted to finding your true reality or God, the same thing, then just by God's grace, He will put you on the path and He will get you there. He will find you. So those are my recommendations for now, Robert Moore. You can always anybody can always email me. I have all this stuff for free on my YouTube channel. And you can always email me. This is my life's destiny. I do offer private consultations 1-on-1 if you want that surplus and you want me to directly identify what could change your life. But all the stuff is for free on my channel too. And I do go on these lives. Same with the free stuff. Almost every day. You need to make time for yourself. Tommy Thunder's completely correct. We all have to do that. Thank you. That's so nice of you. Rose Stillwell. Yeah, we're all part of God's creation. We are all creating, and we're all part of existence. That's okay if some people don't like the word God, but we're all right here currently alive. And we can feel this alive. It's the pinnacle of life. I really appreciate that, Rose. You know, there used to be this uh, kid in the neighborhood when we were all younger, and someone, his nickname basically after someone called him it was Plum. So that's funny that you said Plum, and I know Plum has followed me or been on this channel for some time now. But the other day I was walking past this neighbor. Like he used to live. I know his family I think still lives there. He might not live there. But I actually thought of Plum. So that's just a synchronicity. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why I would end the live when you said that. God bless everybody in here. I appreciate all you guys. We go live almost every morning. So I will be here tomorrow morning. This is the one-handed prayer. Because my other hand is holding the phone. Let's see. We're going to be in here for a little bit more. Oh no. Yeah, you've been through a lot of live chats. Yeah, well, this one is different, Rose. We're here to uplift people and help humanity. In fact, that's the only reason that I'm here. There's no girl I want. There's nothing that I want. Yeah, plums, they're really watery, and I really like dried prunes, which are plums. Yeah, I really like prunes. I always have. Well, I can't stay as much as I want to. Well, that's so nice. I'm not sure if it's rosy, and I hope God is with you and many blessings for you all. Thanks for the kind words. This isn't about me. This is about you. It's not for me to make a bunch of money. The whole reason that I'm live and is to show you guys that there's something more and show you ways, even if I can't show you, that you can be happiness forever. Thank you, Jesse Arnold. Yeah. I mean, I hardly promote the one on ones. Like I said, yeah, I hardly do any self promotion, but I will be releasing books, and those are going to be for free. Literally, you can download them for free. And I'll probably have physical copies, though, that if you'd like to, you can buy. Because there's not a mansion that I want. I'm not trying to impress somebody. There's not some nice car that I want either. It's not about me. Well, Rose and everybody else, we usually go a little earlier in the mornings. Yeah, and sometimes we go at night too. And then there's just all the videos on my channel. Like, it's all there, you know. Rosa. Yeah, okay. That's a beautiful name. And if you are looking outside, the roses are actually blooming right now. They have already bloomed. Make sure you get outside as much as you can. It will lessen your mind. And so, to really get to know God, so we can set this forth straight, is when your body becomes completely silent, when your mind becomes silent, your soul will see through, it will shine through, and then you feel the existence. You've always felt this, and it's always there. Because you are not the body, which is a trick, and you are not the movement of thoughts. Because you are life, which is just a deep piercing of awareness. And this is why they say the kingdom of God is inside of you. Why Buddhist monks, what they try to do when they meditate, they are trying to search for this inside of them, which they are looking for God too. They are looking for why we exist. And it's the feeling of life. And it's always worth the search to go all out. It's why we are here and have this longing. Spreading the gospel and just spreading love is life. So all words mean the same thing. When we talk about reality, our soul, Jesus, even Buddha, they want you to feel this love. And when we switch even our thoughts to positive being, then we are in God's grace. Because the whole world, the underlying feeling that I've been talking about, is love. And we can give it to one another. Even if we can't completely still the mind right now, we can keep watching the screen of our mind. And we can be as nice as we can and show compassion. We can show love. It doesn't matter if anybody gives us love, which will happen. Because existence and reality, they will give you love. And God. Yeah. Well, we've been in here for a whole hour. Time just flies. Especially when you're just absorbed in the source. when you're absorbed in your soul. So, life, reality, you, Jesus Christ, Buddha, God, your soul, and everybody in existence, energy, your dog, your enemy, they all mean love. All those things mean the same thing because they all have life. Everything has life. And life is love. God bless everyone. Hello, Andreas. I hope you guys have the best day of your life. I hope you get many blessings. And I appreciate all you guys. I'll see you guys soon. We might be here later tonight. This recording will be posted after for all eternity. Just remember to react with love. Are you doing this with love? Whatever action that you're doing towards somebody. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you, Tommy Thunder.